Hey cat lovers, and welcome back to another video. Recently, videos have been spreading online suggesting that cats are being hurt or even killed by self-cleaning litter boxes. These shocking stories have sparked fear and discussion over the safety of self-cleaning litter boxes in the cat-owning community. That's why we decided to thoroughly investigate the situation and discuss whether self-cleaning litter boxes are safe and how to ensure that you purchase a well-manufactured and reputable option. If you enjoy this kind of content, subscribe to the channel for more cat videos. Now let's get started. The case of fatal self-cleaning litter boxes. A YouTube video titled "The Deadly Self-Cleaning Litter Boxes That Have Flooded the Market" by One Man 5 Cats delved into the issue after hearing about cats getting hurt or even killed by self-cleaning litter boxes. Specifically, he references a TikTok video that went viral in which a woman tells the tragic story of how a self-cleaning litter box killed her cat after their neck got trapped in the opening. In One Man 5 Cat's video, he thoroughly investigates the claim and tests out the self-cleaning litter box to see how safe it is for use. The litter box he purchased was an off-brand self-cleaning litter box with a design that could easily be mistaken for a well-known and reputable brand. In testing it, he found that the faulty safety mechanisms did in fact fail. The opening of the machine rotates on a Y-axis, meaning it rotates upwards during cleaning cycles. Even though the litter box did include 3 different safety mechanisms, they did not work when tested. The opening continued to rotate upwards even in the presence of an object, and therefore the object got trapped. One Man 5 Cats tested this multiple times with different objects, including a cat stuffed animal, a banana, and even his own hand. Each time the safety mechanisms failed and the rotating cycle did not stop. As One Man 5 Cats points out, this is incredibly dangerous and frightening. If a cat were to enter the litter box during the cleaning cycle and the safety mechanisms failed, the cat could easily become trapped or pinned in the opening. In the case of TikTok user Carly J, this proved to be fatal. Her cat was tragically caught in the opening as it rotated and the safety mechanisms did not function properly. This led to the death of her cat. Several other people have shared similar stories about how their cats were injured or even killed by their self-cleaning litter boxes. All of the litter boxes seem to have the same faulty design, just branded under different names. Though One Man 5 Cats did eventually get the safety mechanisms on his self-cleaning litter box to work after updating the firmware on an app, he points out that there are no instructions or recommendations from the company to ensure that people keep their firmware up to date. If someone were to get the self-cleaning litter box but not install the app, for example, they would surely not be updating the firmware. This, as One Man 5 Cats proved through his investigation, could be incredibly dangerous. Further, One Man 5 Cats found that the companies behind these poorly made knockoffs were entirely unresponsive and negligent when issues were brought to their attention. They did not respond to emails and they deleted negative comments from their product pages. So not only were they selling dangerous and potentially fatal litter boxes, but they were aware that they were doing so. So does this mean that all self-cleaning litter boxes are dangerous? And how do you make sure that your self-cleaning litter box is legit? Next, we'll dive into each of these questions. Are self-cleaning litter boxes safe? With the uptick of stories going viral about cats getting maimed or even killed by self-cleaning litter boxes, you may find yourself questioning whether or not they are safe to use at all. However, there are plenty of self-cleaning litter boxes that are perfectly safe for your cat and do not pose any risk to their safety. It is important to remember that not all litter boxes are made equally, and to be wary of poorly manufactured or scam self-cleaning litter boxes. A well-made and proven safe automatic litter box, however, is safe for your cat and convenient for you. Plenty of cat guardians opt for self-cleaning litter boxes over traditional litter boxes because they eliminate the need for manual cleaning, therefore saving time and energy. This is especially useful for busier cat guardians who struggle to find the time to clean the litter box consistently. Some cats also prefer self-cleaning litter boxes because they ensure that the litter box is always clean. So a self-cleaning litter box can definitely be a good choice, and you don't have to worry about your cat's safety if you know what to look for when you shop for one. How to find a safe self-cleaning litter box. When looking for a self-cleaning litter box, it is very important to make sure that you get one that is safe for your cat. As recent tragic stories have shown, a faulty or poorly built self-cleaning litter box can be very dangerous and potentially fatal for your cat. Next, we'll share some important tips to keep in mind when shopping for an automatic litter box to make sure that you buy the safest option. Number 1. Avoid knockoffs. To ensure that you're getting a safe, self-cleaning litter box, make sure to always purchase from a reputable brand. The self-cleaning litter boxes that have been responsible for injuries or fatalities seem to be off-brand or shady variations. As One Man 5 Cats learned in his research, there are hundreds of identical off-brand self-cleaning litter boxes under different names. Though seemingly identical, they are sold under different brands, usually through cheap and shady websites. These litter boxes are often poorly manufactured and cheaply designed, so they lack well-designed or functional safety features. Since they could pose a threat to your cat's safety, you should avoid them altogether. Instead, opt for a well-vetted and reputable self-cleaning litter box. Though there are a lot of shady and poorly made products out there, there are also a lot of very good options. Litter Robot, for example, is very safe and reliable. They have put extensive efforts into the safety mechanisms of their products, ensuring that they are very safe for cats to use. Although expensive, the Litter Robot has earned a reputation as the best self-cleaning litter box on the market. The Litter Robot 4 is what our cat Maggie uses, and we wouldn't allow it in our home if we weren't completely confident about its safety. Behind the scenes, we have turned down numerous automatic litter box sponsorship offers because so far, only the Litter Robot has met our strict standards. But no matter which automatic litter box you pick, just be sure that you are buying the right product, as there are a lot of knockoffs that may try to trick you into thinking they are associated with a popular brand. Only make your purchases from reputable websites, and be sure to verify that you are actually buying from the correct company. From the designs of the products to the fonts of the logo, some knockoff brands will put a lot of effort into deceiving you. Number 2. Read reviews. It is essential to thoroughly look through reviews from other cat guardians before purchasing a self-cleaning litter box. However, it is important to make sure that the reviews you are reading are legitimate. Plenty of these off-brand self-cleaning litter boxes have good reviews, either commented by bots or paid for by the company. This means it can be difficult to distinguish between real and fake reviews, so make sure to be skeptical before believing a good review. Try to find reputable review sources and make sure to do a lot of research. You should also look at cat groups on Facebook, cat forums on Reddit, and watch YouTube reviews. Just be sure that the sources you are getting your information from are legitimate and not influenced by the companies selling the products. Overall, avoid purchasing a self-cleaning litter box before you have done a lot of research to ensure that it is safe for your cat to use. Number 3. Prioritize safety over price. When purchasing a self-cleaning litter box, safety should be your priority. While many of these knockoff brands are much cheaper than reputable companies, there is a reason for that. They are designed to be as easily and cheaply manufactured as possible, rather than be as safe and reliable for your cat as possible. So they are much more likely to malfunction or lack important safety features. Even though it might save you money to purchase off-brand products, no amount of savings is worth jeopardizing your cat's safety. Thankfully, there are relatively affordable self-cleaning litter box options that are still reputable and safe. Just make sure to evaluate all the safety mechanisms, read reviews, and ensure that your cat's safety is the priority before purchasing. Number 4. Look for certain features. Not all litter boxes are the same, and some are definitely better than others. When it comes to safety, there are certain features you should prioritize in an automatic litter box. For example, open top designs ensure that your cat cannot become trapped or caught in the opening during the cleaning cycles. Self-cleaning litter boxes that close completely, even if they have safety mechanisms, still pose the risk of trapping your cat inside. So it's best to opt for an open top litter box just to be safe. Plus, cats usually prefer open litter boxes to enclosed litter boxes anyway. Make sure that the self-cleaning litter box you purchase has working, reliable safety sensors. A good self-cleaning litter box should have multiple safety sensors to ensure functionality. But as One Man 5 Cats showed in his video, even the presence of safety sensors does not mean that a self-cleaning litter box is safe. The self-cleaning litter box he reviewed had 3 different safety sensors, all of which failed. So make sure that the safety sensors on your machine are fully functional and actually do what they are intended to. Ensure that they are well designed and thoroughly tested. Read plenty of online posts on social media sites like Facebook or Reddit to see what other cat guardians have to say about the litter box. You should also look for a litter box with an up-to-date safety manual and clear instructions. Number 5. Avoid other features. Just as you should make sure that your self-cleaning litter box has certain features, you should also make sure that it doesn't have others. A safe automatic litter box should not have sharp door rims or edges. No part of the litter box should be able to potentially hurt your cat. In general, it is a good idea to avoid fixed doors or openings that rotate on a Y-axis. Though some vertically rotating self-cleaning litter boxes are reputable, the feature is more dangerous than those that rotate on an X-axis. You should also avoid self-cleaning litter boxes that lack safety manuals or operating information. Most importantly, if you ever notice that the safety sensors on your self-cleaning litter box are faulty or inconsistent, you should stop using it immediately. Faulty safety sensors are often the source of injury, and your self-cleaning litter box's sensors should work every time. Recent stories of cats being injured or even killed by self-cleaning litter boxes are terrifying and tragic to say the least. However, it is clear that the issue is not with self-cleaning litter boxes themselves, but with knockoff brands with cheap manufacturing. So in order to best keep your cat safe, make sure to always purchase from a well-vetted, reputable brand that prioritizes your cat's safety over just making a profit. Now it's time for Cat of the Week. This video's cat of the week is Yivi. Her guardian says, "This is Yivi, a 6-month-old kitty that was adopted 2 months ago. She was born from a feral cat at a high school where a friend of mine is a teacher. All of her brothers were adopted, but she was left behind because she was very shy. Now she's the sweetest and funniest cat. She just needed some time. Congratulations, Evie, keep being pawsome. To enter your cat for a chance to be featured, visit the entry link in the description box below. As always, we would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Also, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up because it helps other cat lovers find our content. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next Catterday for another video.